Is my mic on? Okay. Hey, butterflies. I had to make sure the framing and stuff was good because, child, y'all know I don't be out here. I ain't got no pings on. But I have a series of about three messages that's going to be coming. They're not all related. I don't know. They may be related, they may not. But this morning when it came to me, it was like they felt like different frequencies. So I don't think the messages are going to come out just the same. But this first message of the three, it's something about you receiving the closure that you never received from someone or something. There's a situation in your life. This could be a family member, a job, or an old lover, and you never received the closure for the ending of that connection. And this could have been, you know, you created the closure by choosing to walk away, right? Or they chose to just walk away from you and you didn't get, any type of closure on that. I'm getting both of those situations because believe it or not, people can leave and still feel like they didn't have closure on the situation. They can feel like, I left, I stopped dealing with them, I stopped hanging with them. But sometimes I wonder if maybe I was too hard or if I was too harsh or did I not understand what they had going on. And honestly, if that's you, you followed your heart correctly. Okay. You followed your heart correctly. You need to remember that you don't need to have all the pieces of the puzzle to be able to see the picture. Okay. You don't need to be able, and that's something I love about doing puzzles. We work on the outside, right? And then as you work on the outside, you get all your colors together. So as you're making the puzzle, it's like in blocks in a lot of ways. And so you can have some missing pieces in between and things of that nature of what you don't have closure, right? Closing off the empty space, but you still can see the picture. You still know what the picture is. You get what I'm saying? And this is giving the vibe of with this situation. If you were the one who had to leave without getting closure on the other end, you saw the picture. You saw the picture. So there's no need to question the missing pieces that you didn't see. Okay. Your spirit told you for a reason. Your spirit told you for a reason. And the same thing for those who something may have happened and someone stopped hanging with you or talking to you and you didn't get any type of response as to why that happened, right? You have to realize and remember we all live in different realities. You can be the best thing since sliced bread in the world. You could be the best person ever, but if this person does not understand your type of value, okay? So for example, you have gold and you have pyrite, which is known as being fool's gold, right? If this person doesn't know real gold, they're going to go with the pyrite. You get what I'm saying? You're the gold. And you need to understand that sometimes we allow people into our life who are not on our level, um, who are never meant to spend too much time in our life. And sometimes people, they ghost because they don't have anything to say, or they stop doing something because they can't continue it. They can't keep it up, right? Now you will have some who will say that they ghost because, oh, that person know what they were doing or whatever the case is, right? This is giving a vibe of if someone changed up with you, how they were with you, because we're always going to look at this from multiple angles, right? But if someone, the song that's on right now is to the left, leaving, this person felt like you didn't align with what they wanted to create and do and how they wanted it to be. And it's okay to accept that. It's okay to accept that we're not someone's cup of tea. You get what I'm saying? Because everyone is not your cup of tea. Alexa, volume down. I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute, baby. So this is just giving an energy of this closure um, that you never receive. What this message is really about, it's about seeing things from the angle of sometimes we switch universes with people and we no longer even align in communication and know that the decisions that people make, it has nothing to do with us. Now we may be collateral damage 444 in the midst of it, right? But at the end of the day, it's about them, their feelings, what worked best for them. And we have to respect that, even if that means that we were the collateral damage in the midst of it and we're left to have to pick up the pieces. And so when it comes to these types of situations, when it comes to picking up the pieces in these types of situations, the pieces are, excuse me, are you accepting that you're the creator of your universe? You're the creator of your universe. And like she said, I can have another you, right? You can meet someone new. You can meet a new friend. You know, you can get a new hobby. You can get a new job. You really can. And you have to believe it and you have to know it. Okay. You have to believe it and you have to know it. And so in this situation, it's like the closure that you seek is really a sense of comfort that you are never going to get. Okay. And that may sound harsh, 555, but spirit really wants you to grasp that of understanding you had a perception on this connection or this space that wasn't a reality that matched its reality. Okay. It wasn't a reality that matched its reality. And all you are experiencing right now is what happens when two worlds collide that don't mesh. So we have what? Vinegar and oil. It never completely meshes, it never completely mixes together. Now, it can be eaten together and it can taste damn good as a salad dressing together, right? But when it comes down to meshing, molding, it can't do that. It's two different substances, two different consistencies, and it's only meant to be used to complement each other, not assimilate within each other. You get what I'm saying? In this situation, someone wanted to assimilate with the other, and the other just wanted to coexist with the other. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with either one because both of them are a personal choice and decision of them. You get what I'm saying? It's their choice and it's their decision. So who are we to say how they feel is wrong and what they want is wrong if that's what they feel is best for them in this moment, right? We may not agree with it. We may not like what it is, but don't we want people to accept us and our decisions? Don't we want people to see us for what we got going on? You get what I'm saying? And we receive more of this by allowing other people to be in their truth as well, to be in their flow as well. So what this energy is coming to tell you is that let that shit go. It's a lot of fire and air energy. Um, but let that shit go. The song is on off the lot, no mileage. Hey, I'm hearing let it go and boss up. Fluted Cooper 17, no mileage. You be staying low, but you know what the vibes is. Got you know it ain't you know when being modest. I'm messing up the word. That's crazy because that's a part of the next message. That was part of the second message, actually. That's crazy. So this energy is giving the vibe of you need to tap back into like your boss energy and just make some other things shake. Okay. It's like allow your perception of how you see reality or what you want to shift or do and make it happen. You're going to be meeting different people and new people as your frequency changes, as your frequency evolves and shifts. You're going to be meeting other people who align with those frequency shifts. And what you need to realize is that this person, place, or thing, when y'all met each other, think about the frequency you were on when y'all met each other. What was your energy in? Were you depressed? Were you in your happiest type of position in life? Were you, where were you at? You get what I'm saying? And that is a clear indication of why you may have attracted one of you know what I'm saying one another, right? um so for example, say it's a relationship and you're a woman and say your intention is to find a provider, right? So you're going in with the mindset of finding someone who can do something for you. Okay. It's like a transactional relationship. You care for them, they do something for you. So most likely you are going to attract someone in the energy of transactional relationships. So they also want someone to do something for them. You get what I'm saying? So it may not be the exact same things that you want to have happen, right? But in their rendition of the entire frequency, they also have that within them. So this closure that you never received, it's because y'all are not on the same page for that sense of closure to come about. The frequency is different. The needs are different. The wants are different. The desires, all of that are different. And once that frequency completely shifted, there was nothing that could be done unless someone shifted to the others. So the closure that you never received is the catalyst to a glow up that you've never experienced before. You know, it's the catalyst to a glow up that you have never even experienced before. And as you allow yourself to experience this new journey, because it's like this situation, it shifted your entire life and perception in some kind of way. You may have been like, you know what, I'm doing this for a year, or I'm doing this, or I'm like, it's like it shifted your mentality towards something, but it's something about that's where your mentality was supposed to have been at for your highest frequency. So this situation has shifted you into your highest frequency. You get what I'm saying? So allow yourself to sit in this higher frequency that you've been shifted to. Allow yourself to see this new experience 1111 for what it is and what it was meant to bring you and teach you. But know that this other person, y'all are just not on the same other freaking page, okay? And y'all will never be on the same page unless, like I said, one of you all have to change your frequency. But what I think and what I feel right now in this energy, spirit, confirm it for me, please. The trees started blowing as soon as I said that. Y'all know I love me some wind, honey. Okay, y'all can see the curtains blowing a little bit. So that was my confirmation, was the wind blowing. So that's crazy that it stopped as soon as I said it. But anyway, so this energy that you are walking into right now, you shifted while you were in connection with this situation. They did not. So they're still in a certain frequency that they were in prior before when you met them. So it's like you meeting them or working with them or going through this situation with them was meant to be a catalyst for you to increase yourself and your value. Okay. For you to increase yourself and your value. So it's like you've been repotted spiritually, mentally, physically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything is in alignment. And so this closure that you did not receive from that job or that boss or that lover or that family member, they weren't in the space to be able to give any type of closure anyway. Okay. It's like insecurities a lot of times can cause that to happen. So a lot of times people will ghost because frequency change, right? So their energy starts changing, how they communicate with you changes, and then they pop back up some months later, right? But you notice every time they usually try to pop back up, you're in a different place. So it becomes a test. So that's why when you see these situations happen, you got to cut it off. You got to cut it off. I know somebody right now. I know someone right now. They messed with someone that they used to mess with in college who happened to be married. Come to find out, this person got pregnant. So now he don't know if he's the baby of a father of a married woman. I mean, if he don't know if he's the father of a baby of a married woman, he got to wait on that because he didn't allow closure to be closure and couldn't control his lust, couldn't control his actions, couldn't control the frequencies that he shifted to. Messing with a married person, you're lowering your frequency. It's showing how you value your worth, right? Now, some may not like that. They may say, oh, it's judging. I'm just being honest. I'm not judging anything. I'm just telling you what it does to our frequency and our energy psychologically, because you're literally showing that you're emotionally unavailable by connecting with someone in such a spiritual way like that, that's connected to someone else. And that person, you got to think of what energy they got to be in, right? That they're not leaving that person. So they're deceptive with their partner. You're messing with someone who's deceptive. So what does that energy then do to you? Deceptive. You get what I'm saying? So we got to let closure and endings be what they are and not always try to seek those endings and that closure. You got to let it be. while you continuously evolve and grow yourself. As you grow and evolve yourself. And so it's up from here. That's what you need to know. It's up from here. It's up from here. Let me write down this part for this. We about to do the next message. But I thank you all for being here. Check out the links and things down below to website, all that jazz. I will be closing off post personal readings this month permanently, as I allow my energy to shift to everything else that I've been working on and doing and putting more attention into the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation. um, I'm going to be cutting that part of things out. And so, if you are interested in getting a personal reading before those close, definitely check that out down below inside of the links. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Period. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.